It's 5 o'clock somewhere, Henny.
With your hosts, Shannon,
I mean, you want a beautifully painted stool for your balls. I mean,
Sally, and
I'm over, y'all know I watch a lot of the TikTok these days. I'm over people whining about their childhood trauma.
Andy.
or earlier.
But before you even go,
Oh, no.
in the house, Shannon fixes us these 32-ounce roadies to go.
Featuring Shiloh
I'm not menopausal, but I'm hot all the time. So
and Eva.
Rick turned to me and said, if this movie continues like this, we are walking out. He goes, I can't be doing this traffic shit.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello? Is anybody on? Is there anyone on here? Hello?
hello.
There.
Okay.
Last one of the season, boys.
Yep. This is
Last
it.
one?
September.
Oh,
What are we going to do for the summer?
oh my God.
Do whatever the fuck you want.
The big question is, what are our listeners going to do for this?
Oh, wow.
A lot of hookers and blow.
Oh, that reminds me. You
Oh,
gotta talk amongst yourself. I gotta
Uh-oh.
find the text.
if that
Speaking
reminds
of
you of
hookers and
something, I'm a
blow.
little nervous.
No, I'm hesitant to bring this up. Hang on a second. But
I love a good prostitute story. Go ahead, SAP.
I can't find it. Hang on. It was a text. Oh, from my sister. This was last week. I'm just starting the podcast, and Jennifer walked in my office. So I showed her the opening credits. You can tell Shiloh, my coworker, said he is very nice looking.
Oh,
And what's her name?
Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer. How you doing?
oh, do you have a fan club now, Shiloh?
I
Is
think
that-
maybe he does. Michelle tried to pimp him out.
I think it's called groupies.
Oh, is that what it is? Groupie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you've got groupies, so there you go. Anyway,
I'm not even wearing camo. That's great.
I know, right?
You are still in it with the Rangers, though. You got that Rangers hat on, so
It's the only
Yeah.
sport going
You-
on right
you
now.
traded out the Stars one that you were wearing.
I
and
did.
Over back to the Rangers again.
I did. I did.
Yeah. Yep. How was everybody weekend?
Good. All right,
Good.
listen, kids. I've got to go downstairs and vote at our HOA
He's gonna
meeting.
leave us.
Wait, what?
I've got to go vote at a HOA meeting downstairs
They're voting on an assessment.
on a special assessment. So y'all carry on without me. I'll be back shortly.
Is that a
he's-
euphemism?
What? What assessment?
A special assessment.
That means they're just going to
Well, I
charge them
know
a lot
what it is.
more.
What are they doing with the special assessment? I know
I
what an
don't know.
assessment-
That's what I'm going to go find out.
Oh,
So y'all
okay.
carry on. I'll join when you get back. Y'all know what to do.
Okay. It's
All
going to be weird without you.
There
Miss
are
you,
no
love you.
fucking rules. I'm going to change my hat.
Is
Are
he
we
coming-
done now? Can we
is he
just hang up
coming
now?
back?
Are we done?
Are we done? Is that it? He like
It's over?
stepped out.
That was
Okay.
it? That was at the end of the season?
That was the shortest one ever, right?
Yeah. So
Wow.
Shannon, I think that means you're in charge.
Whoa, 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 whoa! No.
Oh, God.
What'd you change it to? What's it say?
Texas.
I can't see
That's
it.
fuck.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
Get it.
My cunt hat is at the dry cleaner, so I couldn't wear that one.
Nice.
Wait, is that? Oh yeah, it's camo. Yeah.
That's camo, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's
It's the last episode. I got to give the fans
Where
everything
do
they
you
can
buy
You
a
get.
hat?
got to. Like I just let my hair down. I was like, I can't go on the last episode with my hair pulled out.
Yeah.
It's gotta.
Where do you buy a hat like that, Shiloh?
I got this one at ACL, some random vendor. Like, I don't know if you've never been to ACL, there's a little spot where they have like random local whatever vendors, and they were selling a couple of hats, and this is one of them.
Okay.
But I have a shirt that says Texas is fuck, but it's like TXASFK.
Okay.
And it was like 10 years ago I had this shirt. I think it's still in my closet, but like it was on my like Bumble dating profile. And I would have girls all the time being like, "Oh my God, I love your shirt." So a friend of mine, it was her fiance was making the shirt. So I would just send them to that website and they would just give me free shit because I was giving them like so much free advertising.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
Are they going to sponsor this show?
Oh, they're out of business. The friend got divorced, and it's a whole other thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Life. Life.
Mm.
yeah.
Something about dating a prisoner. I don't know. But yeah, shit happens.
Eva, you okay?
Freezing. My gosh, my husband's trying to freeze me out.
What?
It keeps it so freaking cold in this
Oh,
joint.
oh,
Ugh.
oh.
It's because
Get your
he's going through the
sweater.
change.
Get your sweater.
Yeah.
I was going to put one on, but now I didn't want to look like a fool in 93-degree weather, humidity.
Eh.
So how was your weekend, Sally Ann? What did you do?
It was good, you know, and I can't even remember the name of the restaurant. I went to this new restaurant Saturday. Let me see if I can remember what the name it's in Addison. It's a seafood place. It was really good, but they have happy hour every day from 2 to 6.
Every day.
And half price cocktails. And then they have some like a $10 burger and this really good smoked salmon dip. It was really good. My friend Kenny and I met an old friend of ours, Marla, and her husband Paul there, and we had a few cocktails and it was good. You know, you're old when you're like, yes, let's do lunch. Let's don't do dinner. Let's do lunch. Let's do like, so we did like 2 o'clock. So then,
Yes.
you know, you're home by 5:30. It's
And-
perfect.
And you still got happy hour prices.
And it got happy hour prices. That was the whole idea. We were like,
Yeah.
we're going to go at, you know, because their cocktails are like $18. So, I mean,
Damn.
Jeez.
I know.
Was this in the Addison Circle?
No, it's on Beltline. Hang on, my phone's ringing. It's on Beltline. You know where Macero is? You know
We've,
where that theater is? That
we've eaten there. Didn't we eat that Macero one time with you?
yeah, so it's
Yeah.
right in the same parking lot as that.
Yeah.
So it's right by that theater. So just on the east southeast side of Montfort and
Okay.
Beltline.
Okay.
Notice I had
Wasn't
to say
that-
the point.
Wasn't there
So it's over
wasn't
there.
Isn't there a Houlihan's over there somewhere?
There was at one time, yes.
Back when I lived over there.
There was a Copeland's there years ago. I'm trying to see if I can find the name of it. Hang on. Why can't I remember?
Addison used to be fun to go out in.
It used
What-
to be. It used to be
Well,
kind
there
of
was that.
a place.
Yeah, there was that Addison side, and then right across the street, the Dallas side.
Even Coast is the name of it. EVEN Coast. It was very good. And our waiter was wonderful. So we sat at a high top in the bar area. They've got a really nice bar area, a really big bar. But yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. And then I really didn't do much on Sunday. I didn't have to work my retail job. So that's what I was saying. So I did 3 hot yoga classes back to back to back Sunday
Ooh.
morning.
Wait, back to back to back. You didn't stop.
Right. I did a hot yoga class called Fierce from 9 to 10, and then Flow from 10 to 11. And then I did hot Pilates from 11 to 11:45.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of sweating.
It was a lot of sweating. Yeah. It was kind of gross, but then you're kind of wiped out too for the rest of the day. It's like, I mean, in theory, it's a good idea, but then you don't feel like doing anything else. So I probably won't do that again.
Right.
What'd y'all do?
Shiloh, what did you do?
Well, I got summoned to a couple bars on Friday. I guess that counts as the weekend. Someone, we won't say their name,
I'm gonna guess it was
maybe
Eva.
overindulged at a golf tournament
Oh,
and
Shanna Boo Boo.
texted me constantly, even though I said what time I would meet him, and then told me to show up somewhere. And I got there, he was not there.
Oops.
Oops.
Did Sue Ellen show up somewhere?
Not. I mean, it was still daylight, but no, she wasn't that bad.
Drunk Sue Ellen wasn't there?
Yeah, she wasn't that
Okay.
bad. And then Saturday, I went to Red Oak.
Ew.
Where?
It was Red Oak, like south, south
that
of
a
Yeah.
town?
45. Yeah, it's a town.
It's
Yeah,
close to Waxahachie.
Okay.
off of
35.
35.
What were
Yeah,
you doing
my
down
niece
there?
had a softball tournament, so I went down there to.
Ah.
Her birthday was last weekend, so I went down there to give her birthday present and watch her
Ah,
lose a
okay.
game.
Okay. Got it. Eva, what
Yeah.
about you?
I volunteered for this group that I frequently volunteer for, the Irving School Foundation golf tournament, and it was so much fun. I had a really, really good time. I just sat in the car riding bitch with Roger, our friend Roger, who doesn't listen to this. Um, Fixing some wronging some rights, righting some wrongs, I guess. That's what you say.
Right.
Um, yeah, righting some wrong, and then cruising the boys, the
Did they have you
men.
there to do all the gardening? Like if there was like they needed to clean up a green or something?
No, no, but every time they were doing some construction on some housing out there, and every time we'd go around that corner, I'd make the day laborers a little
They almost put you.
embar embarrassed. I would cat call at them, and it
They were
was quite
thankful they didn't
funny.
speak English.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't in Spanish. I knew my audience. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. And then I was with said friend, cat,
Friends. There
some,
were several of us, not just one friend.
well, summoning the other friend
Oh,
to come out
yes.
to the wrong place. I was actually the one that gave him the right location.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
texted
and
other
then
people and the other people that were out with Shannon and none of them responded, but luckily Eva was.
yeah.
So you
And
went
then
all the way down there, and then they weren't even where they were
Yeah.
supposed to be.
Yeah, Shannon told me to meet him at Woody's and I did. And I'm like, there's no one here.
We didn't go to Woody's.
Yeah, they didn't go to Woody's.
um and then
We were going
Saturday,
to.
what did we do Saturday?
We were going to. We
Yeah.
lost at pickleball. Is what
Oh
you
yeah,
did.
we played pickle. We did another weekend of
Okay.
pickleball, early
How
morning
did that go?
pickleball.
Who won this weekend?
We did not. We
Okay.
lost.
Did you
It was
hit the
close
giraffe
though.
in the face again?
No, I
No.
did not hit the giraffe this
Mm.
week. No.
She went lower. She went between the legs, but
I was aiming for lower, but I
There's
did
more
not,
room down
I
there.
did not get a hit. No.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then yesterday I did absolutely zero.
That's
I didn't even get out of bed.
oh, really?
I didn't even shower until like 7:30.
Oh,
That's
wow.
kind of a good day.
I didn't even step outside until 9
Didn't you
o'clock.
wish it was kind of raining though? Like days like that when I don't want to do anything, I just wish it would rain, just get dark and rain.
It was in my brain. It was raining,
Okay.
but yeah, I didn't do anything. So
Yeah.
it was nice.
Well,
Well,
they've already said what I did, except I did two other things. One of them was yesterday we went to Prosper up by Oklahoma to have lunch with my mother. So we did that drive up to Oklahoma. And
Was
so
that a pride celebration with your mom?
yeah, right.
The Pride lunch?
The Prosper Pride Parade.
so do y'all just go straight up the tollway? How do you
Yeah.
go get there? Straight up the tollway to it gets to Oklahoma? Is that
380, just past 380. It's right there.
okay?
The tollway till it ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
But I think the most exciting thing of the weekend is I had to update my LinkedIn profile because I am a first responder now.
Yes. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. So if anybody's going to pass out, I know how to dial 911.
I know how to run. I know how to run inside the bar, ask for water, and ask for someone to call 911.
Yeah.
So
we were sitting there on Saturday afternoon and this guy just kind of fell out and his friend's like, call 911. Da, 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 da. We're like, what's happening?
Okay.
okay,
Like,
cool.
okay.
And I had run into the bar to get water because it was so humid and hot, and he'd been drinking and everything. And then I come back out, and this guy's literally, when I saw him, he was slumped over the table, and when I came back, he was down on the ground on his back.
He wasn't dead.
He wasn't dead, but he was just kind of there, just blinking his eyes. And Shannon and I were sitting there after 5 minutes, and we're just kind of watching. And I'm like, okay, we could go now. Like, we don't have to sit here and watch this poor man go through it. And Shannon looked at me. He's like, yeah, they have my phone, ding dong. And I was like, oh.
So where were y'all?
The hidden door.
Hidden door.
I was gonna say if you're at least on the strip, you could just
There's that
roll them
fire
down to the
station,
fire station.
right?
Yeah.
No,
Well,
That's
they
what I
came
was
fast.
thinking. I was like, oh, there's that fire station right there, but you were at the sad bar. So
Oh no, they came within probably 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes. They
Were
were
they
they were
hot?
fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Were
we
they
don't
hot?
know.
we
We don't know what happened. We left. We got out of the way.
Yeah.
I got my phone
Okay.
back,
Yeah.
but
by that time he had already gotten his phone, and
but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be up for hero of something. I'm pretty sure.
And you'll probably be on the local news where you're like, I'm not, I was just doing what anybody
mean,
else would do. I don't
He's not
consider
here.
myself a
You could
hero,
probably nominate
right?
yourself for hero of the week. Like, Amy's not here.
well,
not gonna
I
know.
think the miracle wasn't the fact that they used his phone, was that he actually had power on
A
his phone.
charge.
Usually
Yeah,
his
there's
battery
actually a
is like,
charge on my phone that I could use.
I would have laughed if it was like 911 and they're just like, sir, hello, can somebody,
I'm sorry, I lost.
your phone
I lost
died.
my power. Yes. So Yes. So I have updated my LinkedIn profile to include first.
Oh, that's very smart. That's very smart.
Yeah.
And also for the weekend, I will count Thursday as the beginning of the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Shannon and Andy and Timmy from IT went to see I keep wanting to say the King and I, the Lion King. We'd all seen it, but Tim, and you know what? I really didn't get to talk to Tim that much. Did he enjoy it? I
He did.
mean,
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
because he hadn't seen it.
Yeah.
The costumes are incredible.
Yeah.
But Andy was in his new chair,
Yes.
the Zoomer,
Yeah.
and
Yay.
just zooming around.
Zooming around, knocking people over,
Yeah.
running over people. Yep. So, yeah.
But here's the thing with that, with most plays, I'm like, I've seen it twice. I'm good now. If it comes
Yeah, I
back,
don't need to see
I'm
it
good.
again. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Is it different than the cartoon, the movie?
Nope. It's pretty
Like
much.
Mufasa still died. Sorry, spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still dies.
Mufasa still
Yeah.
dies. It's the same story.
Okay.
Except I don't
Scar's
know
the hero.
about
Yeah.
in the movie. I'm not sure about the cartoon movie if Simba turns into a really hot young man.
I mean, it
That's
depends on
definitely
what
true
you're
about this
into.
show. Yeah.
I mean, when he grows up, I mean, Andy was like, "Here, kitty, kitty." You know? It's like,
Yes. Yes. Did you notice that Nala had an accent though sometimes? Was that on
yes, it
purpose
wasn't
or
all the time, but
uh-uh?
sometimes, right?
I'm
Yeah.
like, why does she have an English accent if they're all in the African desert
That's
or
racist,
Africa,
Shannon.
wherever they
That's
are?
super racist.
Well, it was just weird. I was like, where'd that accent come from? That's weird. I don't know.
Maybe,
Colonization.
yeah, the
Yeah.
colonization. Maybe her family immigrated. I don't know. So,
Very strange.
but she
That was
did.
good. It was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. So,
Hmm. What are we
okay.
celebrating, Sally Ann?
Oh, shit. Let me get out
Oh,
my phone. I had to do it on my phone tonight, not my iPad. Let me look. Let me look. I did it at the last minute. All righty, here we go. There's not a ton today. Oh, in 1934, Donald Duck made his first appearance.
Yay, he was born.
pantless still? Has he always been
Well, I
pantless?
think he's
I
always
think
been
he's always been
pantless.
famous.
Also, this is in 1943, President Roosevelt signed the Current Tax Payment Act into law, withholding tax from wages to be paid for the government. So there you go. It all started on this day in
Mm.
1943.
Bummer.
You know what they did before that? You paid
Nothing.
all your taxes when you filed your tax return.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Nothing was withheld. They paid it all. That's why they did it, because people weren't able to, couldn't afford to pay it.
Look at you, history buff.
I know, whatever.
I mean, I did study accounting in college. Beauty and brains, listeners.
Beauty and brains. Also, let's see, tomorrow, Andy's not here because I know he appreciates it, is National Iced Tea Day, which, by the way, we didn't talk about what we're drinking tonight. I'm drinking iced tea.
You are?
Mm.
Iced
Mhm.
tea?
I'm
Oh.
hitting it heavy tonight. Yeah.
Mm.
Let's see what else. Hang on one second.
I'm drinking one of these Celsius, but it looks like a urine sample.
It looks like a good urine sample, you know, a good hydrated
A
urine
little
sample.
dehydrated, Shannon. Should be a little clearer. A little
It's
clearer.
it's pretty clear. It's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I learned one time, did I tell you, you don't want it too clear because then they think you're trying to flush something out. That happened to me about 15 years ago. I had to do a drug screen for a new job. And I was, at the time, I was working out all the time, drinking a ton of water. I had to do 3 different urine samples because they were like, it's too clear. It's too clear.
That's
And I'm
weird.
like, but I thought you wanted it to be clear. And they're like, it's a red flag.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Let's see. In 1939, I believe that's tomorrow, June the 11th. And I shouldn't have told you all the year, but in 1939, the Baseball Hall of Fame opened in Cooperstown. Has anybody ever been? I feel like Shannon may have been.
I have not been there.
No?
Mm-mm.
Did your dad ever go to the?
Yeah, my dad.
Okay. Because I knew he was a big baseball fan.
Yeah.
So,
I never made that trip.
no, that's all I got, actually. So I'm sure there are other things, but it's our last week of the podcast. So,
So
and I didn't get home till after 6, so I kind of had to hurriedly
yes.
go through some of these things. And I figure any eventful birthdays, Eva will let us know.
Yeah. Well, I have a
Yeah.
couple birthdays today. So my
Yeah.
friend
Oh, excuse
Tracy
me.
from college, her nickname was Trashy. So
Shout out Trash.
Trash, her birthday's today. And then our friend Craig that lives in Chicago, his nickname's Muffin. It's his birthday today too. So Trashy and Muffin, those are
I
appropriate.
love it. I love it. Trashy and Muffin.
I think Shiloh's known a couple trashy muffins before, haven't
I
you?
have definitely had a couple trashy muffins.
The
Yeah.
look
You
on
like
Eva's
it that way.
face.
I don't discriminate.
You don't.
So, Shannon, you're drinking urine, semi-clear urine.
Yeah, okay.
Eva, what are you drinking? We know what
Uh,
Shiloh's drinking, I
I'm
think.
drinking one of these problematic uh Topo
Oh yeah.
Chico.
I hope you don't get
Why
some
are they
kind of
problematic?
I sent him a text. It's got some
Yeah,
kind
there
of
was
poison in it. I don't know.
some poison or something in there. I don't know. We'll find out. If it prevents me from having to go to work tomorrow, then I'm okay.
You're okay with it. Even if you lose a limb or
That's
something,
his fourth one.
right?
He's trying to get out of work.
I'm okay.
Shiloh,
Um,
you drinking your usual?
I
Or you
am. Mine's the color of Shannon's urine. It's yellow, lemon lime.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we don't have Andy here to talk about what little gay fruity drink he's drinking. So,
Sorry, I have to shut my door.
okay.
All right. So what's next, kids? Moving right along. What are we obsessed with this week?
Oh, I have a good one I'm
All
obsessed
right.
with.
All right.
Can I go first?
Yes.
Thank you to the social media algorithm that got me seeing all this because it's one of those palate cleansers that makes you feel good. I'm obsessed with these videos of minor league baseball players finding out they've been called up.
Oh,
oh,
that's fun.
It's the best because they're going to call their mom, their dad,
Yeah.
there's going to be tears, and
Oh,
those have to be so much fun for that minor league coach
yeah.
because they're always so happy and so proud of them. And
Yeah.
it's like it's been a good obsessed with for me this week. Yeah.
Did
And
they also
probably
show the videos when they get sent down?
I was gonna say the opposite of those is the
No, I don't
Two
need
weeks
to
later,
see
they're going back
that.
down. Yeah.
I don't need to see that. I'd spend, but they're really good if you see. And one kid got called up, I think with Seattle, and I don't think it was. I'm pretty sure he had been playing. So it was his first night. It wasn't his first at bat. They went into extra innings, and he hit a walk-off single. So like
Oh, wow.
his first game. Yeah,
That's exciting.
yeah. So it's been that's a good thing to watch.
Well, that's
So
a good thing in your algorithm.
yeah, I know. I was very
We don't
happy
have the
with
same
that.
algorithm.
No, we don't have the same algorithm, Shiloh. I know that without even talking about
Shiloh,
it.
yours has girls drinking liquor out of big
Mine
milk
has
jugs.
everything, everything in it. Yeah.
Inappropriate stuff.
Hmm.
What are you obsessed with, Shiloh?
So I'm obsessed with Vernon Maxwell, Mad Max. He used to play for the Rockets back in the day, basketball player. Finished his career with the Mavs. Somehow I stumbled. He's on a podcast that Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. Nobody's heard of them. They both played in the NBA. They have like a podcast, and they brought him in to do an interview, and he did so well that they keep him on. And he is every third word is motherfucker, but it's motherfucker or shit. And he's telling stories because I mean he started his career like in '89. I think he was done in 2001. But he's telling stories about guarding Michael Jordan and like telling all like, and it's just the way he talks is hilarious. And like they made him like a permanent fixture. I don't listen to the podcast. I see the clips on TikTok, but
Yeah.
it's hilarious. Like to listen to him tell his stories. Like he's got a story about when he played with the Rockets, like that he was mouthing off to Hakeem Olajuwon, and Hakeem Olajuwon slapped him in the back of the head,
Ah,
and he
What's his
turned
name
around to try
again?
to fight him. Vernon Maxwell is his
Okay,
name, but he went by
Maxwell.
Mad Max.
Okay,
Yeah, he played with the Rockets when they won a couple.
I
They
love
won their
it.
championships. Yeah, but
wow.
I mean, he was not like a great player. He was good, but it's
Yeah.
just it's hilarious listening to him tell like the way he talks and like listening to him tell those stories.
I love
Yeah.
it.
That's awesome. Eva?
so yeah, last week I was obsessed with listening to this 90s uh
Yeah.
dance music playlist that I found. Well, I guess somehow it tied into my YouTube. And so I've been actually yesterday, this was what I did. Watching there's two. There's watching every number one hit in the 90s, like decades, or number one hits from the
Mhm.
80s, week by week. And some of them go 6 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 week, and then just reminiscing about how good music was back then.
I love it.
I've
You
done the
played in Metal
70s.
Day and watched those videos? Is that
I
what
did, I did. And the 90s is the one that I know because I
But
grew up in.
you've done the 70s and the 80s as well?
I did the 70s and the 80s. 70s was great. It's all the music that I still listen to. But the 90s is the one that I remember
Of
sneaking
course.
my
Yeah.
sneaking my my sister's cassette recorder and recording them on my little cassette tape and then listening to it in secret because we weren't allowed to listen to music like that.
Well, Eva,
But
you know
Because
what
you're
our
Church of Christ.
yeah.
yeah, no, it was just we listened to country music. That's all we ever listened to. So
Well, you know that our viewers and listeners have one major question.
yeah,
Did you do this while you were in your kimono?
of course, I did not take that kimono off yesterday.
Oh, I forgot he's Mr. Kimono
Yeah,
at home.
it was kimono she better don't. Yes, kimono she gonna do. Yes, I did that yesterday.
Kimono Lee Simmons all day? Is that
I was kimono Lee Simmons yesterday. I was. Um, and
He's
then the
like,
other
come
one
on
was
over.
and then the other one was I've become obsessed with, and it's because it parlays into the evolution of these artists from the decades that they've been around. Like one of them's Janet Jackson, and it shows like her whole discography video wise of her progression throughout her career, and like Whitney Houston, mostly divas, because I don't care about the men.
Sure,
Um,
diva.
and so I've seen Janet Jackson. Uh, Whitney Houston, Celine Dion, Paula Abdul, Mariah Carey,
Oh,
and I
wow.
think that's it so far. But it shows them like all like once you see one, it'll pop up with all the other ones, and so
Okay.
I've just kind of just been going through all of that. It's been amazing.
Couldn't even get dressed because
I
of it.
couldn't, I could not.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. What I'm obsessed with are two things on social media. One is the AI videos with babies
Ugh,
doing talkovers. I don't know why. I just think some of them are really hilarious. Like
Some of them are very funny.
so they're kind of creepy, but they're kind of funny.
yeah, a little creepy.
So I like when they do the housewives. Some of those are really funny with and the other thing I'm kind of obsessed with, it came up my algorithm, not shockingly, is there's a radio station 96.9 The Eagle. Is that local?
The
No.
Eagles local, I think,
Ours
right?
is
Yeah, yeah,
97.1 and it's a rock station, but yeah.
Okay, so there's
yeah.
an Eagle, I don't know what KKOL or GL, whatever it is. And so they updated their logo with a Pride logo, and they were like, "Hey, we're starting this early, and the more you bitch about it, the longer we're going to keep it up." And so their social media person is genius. Like people go on there and like rail on it, and then they'll just give them hell. And it's funny though. It's
I
really
love social media people that clap back.
Oh yeah, they are like
Yeah.
every time you do this, we're keeping up longer. We're keeping them longer. Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. And so I'm like, whoever runs this social media account is genius. I'm
I
like,
love it.
this is the way it's supposed to be if you're gonna, especially a rock station. I think it's
Well,
really
and look at all the free advertisement they're
yeah.
getting from
Oh
it.
yeah.
I mean,
Oh
Mhm.
yeah. Exactly. So I'm
Some
totally
little
obsessed
vapid
with
queen.
funny social media people.
I love it.
All right, what are we over, Sally Ann?
I'm over people who show up to things like live theater late
Ugh.
and, you know, have to climb over everybody and in the middle of a dark play.
Did you have that
Oh,
on Thursday?
Oh my God, there was
We
a
did.
whole slew of people. They didn't come down our row,
Yeah.
but they were standing right next to us trying to find their seats. There was, because there was a hold until after I forgot what performance. And then all these people came down. And you get it a lot with plays like with really popular plays, right? That people who don't usually go to plays go to see. Does
Right.
that make sense?
Yeah.
Um,
They don't time it right.
Uncultured people.
They don't
Got it.
time they don't time it correctly. It's
Uncultured.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, you
Yeah.
said it, not me.
Yeah.
So, um,
We had some the other night and they literally fell over me. I'm like, I'm giving you room. How hard is this to do it? And then they sat down and were like, we're so sorry. Don't talk. Now
Just
don't
hush.
talk.
Just hush. The
Don't
play's
talk to
going
me.
on. Hush.
You can apologize to me at intermission, but don't talk to me now. I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, and you know what? Speaking of that, about intermission, when I had we sit down close to the front, and if I have to go to the ladies' room at intermission, like I am up and up
Gone.
there fast because
Right.
there is such a long line for the
Right.
women's room, and they have like roped it off where weave in and out, and there are ladies in that restroom that keep the traffic moving, like it goes really quickly.
Right.
But I was up and going, like I was up there pretty fast. And there was another lady that was right with me. We were laughing about it. Well, we come down and we went through the little, velvet rope area like we were supposed to line up. And this other group of women came in and they were all trying to cut. And one of the ladies was like, no, you have to go, y'all go down there. And this one lady was like, well, I'm just going to go right here. And I go, and you're just going to go right behind us because we were here first. And she goes, oh, of course. So anyway,
Oh,
that's you.
theater.
But yes, late people, yeah. And then, like you said, and then they sit down and start apologizing, and you're like, zip, zip, zip.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's my over.
Shadow.
And it's not just I'll tack onto that. It's not just the uncultured. So like baseball is a good example. Like baseball, the game is sped up because there's pitch clocks, all that stuff, just to make the game go faster. So you have less time between bats to get to your seat, right?
Mm-hmm.
The unwritten rule is you don't go to your seat during an at bat, right? You wait until the at bat's over. Well, there's less time, but people don't care. Like people just go, they'll walk in front of you, they'll sit down. And I'm the one like me, like I'm standing up there with my nachos and hot dog waiting until the at bat's over to go sit down.
Right.
Because that's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Because you're a
Fuck
decent
people.
human.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't say that, but I mean, I
Sometimes you
have
can
some
be.
etiquette.
Yeah.
Some.
It doesn't exist anymore.
My
It's
etiquette or people's etiquette?
Just people's etiquette.
Both.
it's
Yeah.
people have no spatial awareness, first of all. Like it doesn't matter where you go. There's no spatial awareness,
Yeah.
So
Eva,
it's
what do
me,
you?
me, me. Eva, what are you
What's that?
over? What are you over?
Um, I'm I'm over being nice to people who aren't nice back.
Hmm?
Like you're supposed to be the one to take the high road, and
I feel very attacked right now.
right. No, just like, bad drivers. I'm sick of being like, okay, go ahead and go in. Like they see that, especially this is the biggest one because it's happening everywhere because there's construction everywhere.
Oh God, there's so
Is
much construction
is
everywhere.
in the distance and even in like in front, there's signage that says lane ends merge certain side or right lane closed. So guess what's going to happen, people? The right lane's going to be closed. And then they go ahead and zoom by you and then they hold up traffic because guess what? They've reached the part where it needs to merge and now they want to be let in because they were dicks. And everybody lets them in. Well, if they get next to me, no, sorry. You know how to read or you
You go,
shouldn't be driving.
you go rear
You're
end
going
the
to wait.
person in front of you before you let them in, aren't you?
Exactly. I'm exactly. I'm that person that's on the highway, like especially when I'm traveling out of town, that when that happens, I intentionally block that lane, sitting in the middle of it
Yep.
while we merge so that nobody can go around me. And so you just wait because the faster we get through this, you're gonna get to where you need to go. Trust me. But if you keep zooming past me and clogging up traffic, we're not gonna get to where we need to go as soon as we need to. So I'm gonna be that dick. And
All right.
I'm sick of having to just care about them anymore. They don't care about me. Why do I care about them? And that's not the mentality I want, but that's what you're gonna get.
Look, I agree with you. I do.
Eva, question for you. Can you actually reach the high road?
Or the pedals?
I can with a step stool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so frustrating, especially when I have a 5 minute commute and it
It
takes me
turns
20
in.
minutes.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's what I'm over.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine is pretty simple. I'm over gnats and mosquitoes this early in the summer. I don't know.
It's going to be a long
Do
summer,
they make
dude,
it
if
that
you're
high
already
up in the
over
high
it.
rise?
I don't know. It just feels like there's gnats everywhere. Like I know when we were playing softball, there everywhere I go, I feel like there's gnats. I think they're attacking me, or
Is it you?
maybe they're, maybe I've got a gnat
A little,
infestation,
little
but
deodorant?
I guess, or I'm carrying around, bad fruit in my pocket, so I have fruit flies. I
There
don't
you
know. It's
go.
just
There you go.
they seem worse than usual. Like it's just been awful. So I'm over insects. So
I will say this. This is kind of one of those kind of mosquitoes don't like me. So
Ugh, I
when
wish
people
me.
complain about mosquitoes, I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I
but
bet I hadn't had a mosquito bite in 30 years, and I'm being serious too. I
Oh
don't know
my
wow.
God.
what I've got toxic going on in my blood or
They're
what I'm
attracted
giving
to
off, but
carbon dioxide, so you're not breathing out enough.
is that what it
Wow.
is?
Hmm.
Hmm?
Okay.
Well,
So
they were bad at the golf course at the beginning.
were
Mhm.
they?
Yeah.
Yeah, on Friday.
Yeah.
And then after they bit a couple people, they got a little drunk and they're like, "Yeah, we're good. We're gonna go home."
You don't know.
Not me. Maybe that's why they like you. Maybe they just think it's happy hour all the
Maybe that's
time.
it. Maybe that's it. They're like, hey, here we go.
Man, bite that guy.
Hey, this one over here. They're
Shot,
like
shot,
they
shot, shot,
they
shot.
they call their friends. Hey, this one over here has vodka.
Mhm. So Sally Ann, on Eva said he was driving around, but on another cart there were six of us, and so after everybody was playing, we decided we were gonna go be people's galley, right? Their golf
Oh,
galley or whatever.
yeah.
So we would pull up and watch, and we would clap and that stuff, and we
Yeah.
would give them a hard time if they were bad shots. But then, then we came across the liquor cart, and then it was like,
That was it.
"All
It was
right,
all over.
drinks for everybody, let's go, drinks for everybody." I was like, "Oh, see, this is where it
It's all over at that point,
all
right?
That's where,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah." But it
it
was good. It
happens.
was a good
It was a lot
turnout.
of fun though.
It was a lot of fun.
Good.
Yeah, it wasn't as hot as last year, but it
Yeah.
was still warm.
It's still
It was just
warm.
so
Yeah.
humid.
Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah.
Today wasn't as bad though. I didn't think.
No.
No, it wasn't. It was kind of cool after that whole rain shower
Yeah,
last
Yeah.
night.
the little
Did
front killed
y'all
everything
have
off.
did y'all get really bad storms at your house? My electricity was out all night, so
Yeah.
We didn't lose our electricity, but it was loud. It was
Yes.
my house was shaking. Yeah.
We had that shattering like or that shaking windows and of course I'm sleeping next to Darth Vader and he didn't hear a damn thing. But I'm up wide awake. I'm like, holy shit, I'm gonna end up seeing my parents earlier than I thought, depending on which way the wind blows me.
Well, it
But
was one
my
of those, how you judge where the lightning is by the sound of the all that.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
last night
yeah.
it was like boom, bam,
Yeah.
like it was
It
Yeah.
kept
like
getting
it was right
closer.
outside my window.
Yeah, I know. I
And my
know.
electricity went out like early, like sometime right after 10, it went out, which is unusual because I rarely lose electricity here. It went out, and then I fell asleep and then woke up at like 4:30 and electricity was still out. And I was like, because I had planned to get up and go to the gym early, and I was like, well, that screws that because then I'm not going to be able to come home and I need to be able to dry my hair and all that before I went to work. So I was like, I'll just go back to bed. And then I was lying there. I was like, is that the
Yeah.
AC I feel? Like it came back
Back
on
on.
right in time for me to get up and go to the gym, but it's
Oh.
good.
Um,
Thank you, Encore, for getting that taken care of. So,
my mom had to evacuate because there was a tornado in their town last night. So,
where'd she go?
she went to my sister's house.
Okay.
You
So
had
they
to
had to.
evacuate their house?
There was she got an alert and it was at night, and that's what happened when we were kids. That's like the worst time because you can't see anything, even
Hmm.
though with the lightning lighting up the sky. But there was a confirmed tornado on the ground, like
Ah,
within like 5 miles of her. So my sister had been staying with my older sister, and so she's like, we got to get out. And so my mom's like, okay. And so they got out about 6 or 7, I think, and they
hmm.
didn't get home till about 11:30.
Okay. Well, at least they're
So.
safe. I mean, that's
Yeah,
the
they're
main
safe.
thing,
Yeah,
right?
and there's just so much damage over there. She was showing me
Yeah.
pictures, trees that have been there for years that are just dead.
Oh.
They're gone. So,
Did your dad's special plant make it?
no, he stopped doing that special plant since he's been sick. So he might actually
He might
start it
need it
again.
now. Yeah.
He might need it now. He might need a hobby now. But yeah, but they're safe. Thank goodness.
Good. All right. Do we have any heroes or assholes? Do we have any assholes or
I do.
heroes? You have an asshole? Okay.
Tell us about your asshole, SAP.
So my asshole this week, my asshole of the week is, let me make sure I get his
Just like
name
that,
right.
Andy popped on.
Andy, do you have any over at Obsessed with you want to share with us?
No, I'm good.
Did the assessment pass?
Yep. It sure did.
What is it for? What are you paying for?
Oh, lots of stuff. Elevators and maintenance and just a bunch of stuff.
Just didn't,
The
yeah.
fun of living in a
I know. Yep.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep. Okay. So my asshole is it's a Florida State
This is
baseball player
never going to
named
get old, ever.
Florida State baseball player named Wes Mendez. He's a pitcher. And when we played in the regional down, we played Florida State. We were playing in the last game, and he was very emotionally, you could see on camera him yelling at one of our players. I think he said what did he say? To sit the F down, you effing inbred, or something like that. So now I can't remember exactly what he said, but something like that. I will point out that he was an Ole Miss transfer too. But anyway, he's my asshole of the week for just being an asshole. And then I can kind of pivot that into my hero of the week is karma. Because then Florida State went on to play Oregon State in the Supers, and they were playing game three. And Mr. Mendez was pitching the first inning, and he gave up 7 hits and 5 runs in the first inning. Back-to-back home runs.
There you
Karma's
go.
a bitch.
Or 7 runs. So yeah, so Karma came back. So he finished Florida State. So they're going home. Thanks,
Bye.
Mr. Mendez.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, Shiloh, you got any heroes or assholes?
Uh,
Tell us about your asshole, Shiloh.
it's a little
I mean,
itchy.
Nico, right? I mean, still.
I mean, Nico. Yeah, Nico's
Is
still
he
the
still your asshole?
He's still my asshole. Yeah. That's all I have. I guess Shannon could be my hero, but I don't remember what he said he wanted to nominate himself for. So I don't know.
What?
You wanted to nominate yourself for a hero. I don't remember what it was for, so I can't really nominate you.
For being on the PSSA board?
911. No, my 911 call.
Oh, for almost saving
yeah.
someone's life. Shannon's my hero for having a charge in his phone. So that someone could dial
Andy,
911.
did you know Shannon is a first responder now? You've missed this story.
Oh dear.
I'm pretty sure I saved a life.
Well, I have to go back and listen.
Also, I like that beach you're on, Andy.
Well, thank you.
Did your assessment pay for that beach outside of your window?
More than likely.
All right, Eva, any for you?
No, not this week.
No asshole? You don't have an asshole?
Mm. I guess I could say my hero would be Roger for driving the golf cart all day long because I didn't want to do it and I don't know how to do it. Even though it's hard, even though it's easy to do, I just didn't want to do
Driving a
it.
car.
Driving the golf cart.
It's like driving a car.
Well, it's not like he ever drives a car.
Yeah,
fair.
I get driven. I don't drive.
Eva, I'm not a golf cart driver. I always ride with somebody else.
I didn't mind riding bitch. I was like
I
waving
never-
at everybody.
I'm always like, anytime there's a golf cart, somebody's like, you want to drive? I'm like, no. Because usually I have a
Yeah.
drink in my hand anyway. I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, I'm
Passenger
cool.
princesses.
But yeah, I guess that's it.
I have no shame in that. Yeah, I'll be a passenger princess. I'm good with it.
Andy, you got any?
I do not.
All right, I have shout out, I guess, heroes to and this is self-indulgent. Eva and Brandon and Michael Little, who all came to volunteer on Friday. So I know, and you guys started early. It was like 7 a.m. You guys were there, and you were there all day. So from the ISF, we appreciate boys coming out and.
Well, not Brandon, but us.
Well, Brandon stood around.
Did he dance any?
Oh, that's my asshole. There you go.
Did anybody have to scratch his back at any point?
That's a
always.
Constantly.
That's a given. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
My asshole's Brandon.
And Shiloh Shiloh for meeting us out after a day on the golf course. So that was Friday. Yeah.
Very
Okay.
short.
Okay. And Andy, I will say you will appreciate the thing I'm over this week was people showing up late to plays.
Yep. They suck.
There you go.
All right. Anything else before we move on to Shiloh?
Kilo.
All right, let's talk about sports ball. So first of all, this is going to be a surprise, but fuck Nico. Um, he's again my asshole. Fuck that guy. He just needs to go away. Just a little bit of Mavs tidbit. So Don Nelson, who was the longtime Golden State coach, coached the Mavs. He was part of how we drafted Dirk. He was our coach for a long time. He was inducted, or he was given the Chuck Daly, who was another coach, Lifetime Achievement Award, and Don Nelson wore his brand new Luka Doncic Michael Jordan shoes in protest of Luka being traded.
Oh, I love that.
And he made sure to mention it. And he said, "I'm wearing this, and this is why." And he said, "That was a dumb mistake. That is a generational player. He retires with your organization." And when he's getting inducted into he's doing this part of the press conference. Rick Carlisle, who was the Mavs coach when we won our championship and was also Luka's coach for the first couple of years, was there too. But I just like wearing that. It's another fuck you to that. The draft is coming up soon, and there's still rumors that we may trade the pick. I don't know. He just has to go. It's just all there is to it. Fuck Nico, and good for Don Nelson.
I love that.
Women's College World Series, Texas and Texas Tech made it 3 games. That little Texas Tech pitcher, I think, ran out of gas. She pitched in every game for Tech in the World Series, and in that 3rd game, they got 10 runs on her, and it was over.
Is that the blonde? Was she the blonde?
She's a black girl.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And she also, I mean, good for her. Like, she also signed a 7-figure NIL deal, so she got $1 million the day before that game.
Good for her.
So,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
And she was a transfer in. I think their coach came from Louisiana Tech, something, but they one of the Louisiana Tech schools in another.
One of those directional schools in Louisiana.
Well, it's Louisiana Tech, but it's one of the ones that's in a town, and so it's got the name. There's multiple Louisiana Techs.
Monroe,
yeah,
something.
Yeah.
Nacogdoches.
One of that. Yeah, one of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so exciting again. No Oklahoma. Ding dong, the witch is dead. But yeah, Texas Tech, and Texas won it. Thriller, pretty good series. French Open. If you didn't watch any of that, if you didn't see the 5-hour epic men's battle, they played tennis for 5 hours. Shannon, how long did you guys play pickleball for?
Like an hour and 15 minutes. Not.
And I'm sure you were tired and had to go eat and drink. These guys played for 5 hours. No bathroom breaks, no stops, nothing for 5.5 hours of tennis.
No. That is incredible.
That's a little bit more impressive than my 3 hot yoga classes in a row.
I mean,
right. Well, I mean,
they were outside, but yeah.
I mean, just the fact that he was down 2 sets to love and then came back.
Yeah. Just an epic back and forth. I mean, it's number 1 and number 2 player in the men's. Like, that's what you want to see when you see this epic battle. And on the women's side, Coco Gauff won.
I think was down 1 set too, and
she was down as well. Yeah, so I think that's the first U.S. woman to win the French Open since Serena did, however many years ago.
10.
Yeah, 10 years. Thanks, Andy. Yeah, and like even on the men's side, like the Americans are not dominating men's tennis. Like we haven't had a man in the top anything
because they suck.
We have a couple like.
There's that kid. He's not a kid anymore.
Yes, he's the
kid that plays in like the sleeveless.
Yeah, something. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yasmin Bleeth or something. I don't remember what his name is. But yeah. Yeah, but again, I mean, I love the French Open. They've got that clay court, but again, epic men's battle. That was pretty good. Men's College World Series. I don't know if you've noticed. Those of you who are watching the video, our podcaster that's cold all the time was wearing an LSU hat and an LSU shirt. I'm sure.
And was that on purpose?
On underwear. LSU made it to the Men's College World Series.
Yes.
There's still one team that's waiting on qualifying. But
is that Duke and Is that Duke and
Duke and Murray State. Yeah.
yeah, go
They're
Murray
playing.
State.
They
Yeah.
played this. The game started like an hour ago or something. Yeah.
Is
So
there
they're
a
playing
score
right now.
yet?
I don't know.
I'd love to see Murray State make it.
It's 3-2 Duke. Sorry.
Okay.
Thank you,
Bottom
Shannon.
of the sixth.
Shannon
Didn't they
on the
sing
spot.
that song one night in Bangkok?
Sorry.
Murray State, yes. You're
That's-
close. I love the dad joke. Thank you, Eva.
Who was that? I don't know who that was. Oh, the
Andy.
Murray
It was
something.
Mike Tyson.
Andy, who sang One Night in Bangkok?
No idea.
Oh,
It was
I
Mike
thought that was
Tyson.
from Chess, the musical.
Yes.
Mike Tyson in one of the Hangovers.
I don't know.
Not a lot of big names in for the World Series. Arkansas's in, UCLA, Oregon State, Coastal Carolina, but yeah, Eva's excited about LSU. Moving right along, NFL news: the Colts owner Jim Irsay, he passed away a few weeks ago, a month ago maybe. He's an interesting one. I'm pretty sure he OD'd on some drugs and was revived last year. Just he's kind of a crazy guy. Now that he's gone, he's giving the team to his 3 daughters.
How's
So
that working out?
Well, it just transferred over ownership, but I am hoping one of them is single because I'm about to become a part owner of a NFL team.
Oh, good.
Question, Is that
Can you get us free tickets then?
Probably, yeah. We have to go to Indianapolis, but yeah.
Okay.
so? Can a colt be a female also, or is it only a male horse?
I think you're thinking of the term filly.
A
Okay.
colt is a baby horse.
I thought it was a
Male or
Jenny.
female?
No, a Jenny's a mule.
Yeah.
Definitely this.
You
A
might
kid is
be
a-
a redneck.
I'm
Yeah.
having flashbacks. We've had this conversation.
Yeah, we talked
We
about
have
the
had this-
Jenny.
We've had this
A
conversation
kid is a
today.
goat. A colt is, and then a calf is, a cow.
Calf
What's a
Cat.
baby lamb?
dinner.
Oh,
You? No.
no, that's a female lamb. Is it just a baby? I'll look
I think
it
it's a lamb. We had this discussion. A sheep
It's
is
dinner.
a baby lamb.
It's
A,
dinner.
la-
So
a
a
baby
young
lamb
female
is a
horse
sheep.
is called a filly. Okay, so
A filly,
Filly.
yeah.
but then not the Philadelphia Phillies. Those aren't female horses. But I wonder if the
Oh.
Colts, now that they'll rename them since they're owned by.
I don't know because they came from Baltimore and they took the name.
Yeah.
That's an interesting story. It was in the 90s. Like, imagine this. So, like in the 90s, the Baltimore had a football team, the Colts. In the middle of the night, the entire team moved to Indianapolis without anybody knowing about it in the city.
When was
Like
that?
The Colts in the 90s.
Okay. That's
Like-
crazy.
Imagine that this could now this couldn't happen. There's internet news feed everywhere. Like they literally moving trucks showed up in the middle of the night, packed up the team and moved them because they didn't tell Baltimore they were moving. They just did it.
We didn't know about
Um,
Luca though, did we?
We found out before he did. Yeah, we actually did find out. Somebody found out and they were like, "Is this an April Fool's joke?" That's how it all started. Fuck Nico. But I'm gonna work my magic on one of the 3, maybe all 3. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, a
Maybe listen to
harem.
the podcast. At least one of them's cute. So if they've got money, you can lower your standards. And moving on right along to the Dallas Stars. So we are out of the playoffs, but we did fire our head coach last week.
I saw
Ooh.
that.
Bit of a shocker, bit of a not shocker. Pete DeBoer, great name, but he has made it to the conference finals like 9 times and never made it past into the Stanley Cup. So interesting fire. Rumor has it that after he pulled Jake Ottinger, his handling of it afterwards, that was the last straw, and that he kind of lost the locker room and the players turned on him at the end. But we'll see. That was great coach. I mean, he's 9-0 in game 7s in the playoffs, which is insane. But we'll have a new coach next year.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So he just can't finish. Is that the?
I mean, sometimes you drink too much, you can't.
Then he gets close and he just can't.
You can't seal the deal, right?
It happens.
He who hesitates. All right. That's all the sports balls I got.
So who are we picking? Who are y'all picking for the? I know who Eva's picking for the baseball World Series. Are we all picking LSU?
I wouldn't be surprised if LSU wins it.
Yeah, they were just killing the teams.
Yeah.
Who were they playing? They were
They're
playing
hot. Right? Yeah.
West Virginia.
I gotta pick
Jeez.
Arkansas. Arkansas spanked Tennessee pretty
Y'all
much.
remember when Arkansas basically had it won several years ago and they let that
Hmm.
foul ball go or something and
Yeah.
then they scored the next, I don't know, it was crazy.
Are they in separate? There's 8 left, right? Is that what?
There's 8
Yeah.
left. Yeah.
Well, there will
Shake
be
it.
8 after tonight.
Yeah.
Because you've got the Duke Murray State game.
And is that the next 2 weekends in Omaha or the next one week?
So it
It's
starts.
usually about 10 days, I
Yeah,
think.
it starts on the 12th.
The
What are the
12th or
days?
13th. 13th, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. So basically, like it's split into like 2 sides. They play
They'll have
like the
an A
round
back
robin.
bracket and
It's
a
double
B bracket.
elimination. Yeah. So when you lose, you drop down, and then the 2 teams that are left, even if you've already lost a game, the 2 teams that are left. It's still a 3-game
Three-game
playoff at the very end.
series. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Because
All right.
I went to our championship series back when we won in 21. It's fun. I highly recommend it.
We should take a road trip to Omaha.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah. So it's June
yeah.
13th through the 23rd. So yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
right on the button.
Let me tell you something about
10 days.
Omaha in mid to late June. It's hot.
Does all the
It's
corn
hot.
turn into popcorn?
It's hot and thunderstorms come through a lot and just make it even more
burnt
humid.
popcorn.
I mean,
Yeah.
because there's always delays because of the rain. It's so hot. Yeah. But it was fun. And I don't know about the popcorn. I never saw any corn turn into popcorn, Shiloh, but it's possible.
It's worth it. I'm going with Coastal Carolina.
Wow.
I
Dark
would
horse.
love to see that.
Wow.
Dark horse.
What are they ranked?
They are ranked 13th.
Oh, wow. Are they
13th.
the
And then
lowest?
Arizona and Louisville are not ranked. Or sorry, Louisville are not ranked.
Oh, wow.
What about Oregon State? They're ranked, right? They
They're
always
number
have a
8.
strong team.
Yeah, they're number 8. UCLA is 15, LSU 6, Arkansas is 3.
Are LSU and Arkansas in the same
LSU and Arkansas play each other. UCLA plays the winner of the Duke. Well, not a Bangkok game. Arizona and Coastal Carolina play each other, and Louisville and Oregon State play each other.
Okay. Because LSU and Arkansas will be a really good game because they're both really hot right now. So
Yeah. That'd be good.
Eva, how hot are they?
Ooh.
Do they have a Josh Smith on the team?
Oh, I know they have a bunch of cute ones. Dumb and cute.
So, Eva,
Just how you like them.
it was not Murray State that sang one night in Bangkok. It was Murray Head, I think, is who that was.
Mary Head. That's right.
You were close.
I was close.
You were close.
You were.
From Murray State. They were from Murray State.
And for our listeners, please tune in September, and we'll let you know who won the World Series.
yeah, you have to come back in September.
You cannot find out anywhere
You won't
else.
find out any
There's
other way
nowhere
but
else
here.
to find out.
This is where you get it.
Okay, Eva, you're up. Last time.
All right. Here we
Anything else, Shiloh?
go.
That's it. I'm sports balled out.
Peace out.
All right. So a few things happened today in pop history. For you TV fans, especially on Fox in 1997, Married with Children ended its run, and it, started the careers of one Christina Applegate, who played Kelly Bundy, and went on to not only star in movies and TV. I believe she won an Emmy for a guest star on Friends, and she was in was it a great revival, Candy, on Broadway, or was it a bad one? Of Sweet Charity?
That was bad.
It's bad? Okay, it was bad. She was nominated for a Tony.
She may be the first celebrity I've ever had inappropriate thoughts about.
Really?
Wow.
That says a lot.
I mean, I didn't know what a slut was when I was a kid, but I just thought she was nice to look at.
You were like, but I like this Kelly Bundy.
I like this slut, yeah.
And you were already in your 30s in the 90s, so that made you gross.
Right?
I was
That's
born when it started.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that.
Sure, Jan.
Sure, Jan.
Well, wait, what is her best performance ever?
I'm right on top of that, Rose.
Don't
Yeah.
tell
Hello.
Don't tell mom the babysitter's
Don't tell
dead.
mom the babysitter's dead.
The dishes are done, man. The dishes are done.
Oh, such a good movie. Such a good movie. Umbrella by Rihanna hit #1 in 2007, and everyone knows that song because it was everywhere. Um, Also, Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper in 1984. I was
Fantastic song.
3 years old, but I do remember that song. Um, and Wilson Phillips had their debut single go to number one, Hold
Hold
On, in
on.
1990.
Mm.
And do you know who they are, the group, what they were famous, who their parents were
The
Mamas and
Mamas and
famously?
the
Papas
Papas.
and Bee Gees or Beach
The
Boys.
Phillips, the Mamas and the Papas, the Phillips of the Beach Boys, and
Yeah, yeah.
Wilson of the Beach Boys and Phillips of the Mamas and the Papas.
Very good. Very good. Yes. China was the daughter of uh the Phillips
Yes,
group, the
because her
Phillips
mom
couple.
was
Yeah.
like
Her
a
mom was
Knots
in
Landing or something, right?
Knots Landing. Oh, yeah, she was Paige's mom and Knots Landing. Let's just end it
Let's
there.
just
I
get that
mean,
out there.
that's just her best ever. And she could sing. And then Brian Wilson had the twin the not the twins, the sisters Carney and Wendy from Wilson Phillips. Yeah. So that was in 1990. This kind of popped up, and I thought maybe I should just mention it, even though it's been popularized by some of the TV shows that have come out since then. Um, but the Church of Latter-day Saints ended their 148-year-old quote racist policy by opening its priesthood to all worthy men. Prior to that, they excluded black members to be in the priesthood.
Oh,
What year?
wow.
Um,
What year was that?
that was
It was the year that Mitt
148,
Romney ran for president.
148 years ago, so I don't know.
Oh, well, there you go. That's a long time
So
ago.
it's been a while.
Yeah.
Oh, but that was in 1978. That's when it ended. But it
Oh,
was 148 years
Okay.
prior to that.
I was gonna
So,
say. Wow.
um, and it now Mormonism has been popularized by the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City and that show,
Big
the
love.
Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Isn't that what it's called? I haven't seen it, um, but yeah, and some notable birthdays. Natalie Portman was born today in 1981. Johnny Depp in 1963. Any Johnny Depp fans?
I like Johnny Depp. Yeah.
Favorite movie? Anybody?
Mm-mm.
21 Jump Street.
That was a TV show.
He was in the first one
There was a movie
Oh,
too.
oh, he
at the
was.
very end.
I
Yeah,
didn't know he was in that.
he made a cameo.
My favorite one is Nightmare on Elm Street because he gets sucked into the bed. Thought that was a good movie that he was in. Um, in 1961, Michael J. Fox was born. And he just made an announcement that he's going to be in one of the new shows that I watch. He's doing a guest appearance
Mhm.
um, in the next season. I can't remember what TV show. I need to look that up. Um, and Cole Porter was born in 1891. And that's going to be my segue because Cole Porter was it's a big composer and songwriter, and that's going to make my
Not very
segue
well.
into. There you go. It's like Roger driving that damn
You
golf
have to
cart.
say the word cunt, or Andy's not going to cut it out.
It's a little
Remember that if you're
bumpy. It's a
struggling.
little bumpy. I'll land it eventually. That's my segue into what happened last night, the Tony Awards. The
Mm.
Tony Awards were last night, and we have some big winners. Some of them that were kind of expected. Um, let's do plays first, since not a lot of people watch the plays in this group. But the best revival of a play went to Eureka Day. Uh, Best actress went to Sarah Snook in The Picture of Dorian Gray. Featured actor went to Frances Zhu in Yellowface. And featured actress went to Cara Young in Purpose. And Best Actor went to Cole Escola in Oh Mary, which we saw this past January, um, which was so good, and they definitely deserved it. Um, and they also wore a very, very interesting
What did I see?
ensemble
They
ensemble
said
last night.
they
Yeah.
were channeling Bernadette Peters in
I
that.
feel
Yes.
like if you're going
Yes.
to wear a dress like that, it's good to shave your chest first.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a
That's
little
just,
weird.
Yeah, it was. Some people were talking about like it looked like it had been drawn on with like a Sharpie. And like some people were like, is it real? Did he just do it for effect? But yes, it was real. It was giving me kind of like a whatever happened to Baby Jane.
Yeah.
Very odd.
Colorized. I
Yeah.
figured that might have been the color of the dress that she wore in that movie since it was
Yeah.
black and white. And a little bit of like Shirley Temple with the hair,
With the pearls.
it was,
Yeah.
yeah, it was a interesting choice by them. But uh, and this also sparked up a debate on there were a few non-binary actors that won, or that actors that identify as non-binary. And so there was a call by performers and fans alike of Broadway to degender the award categories instead of actor and actress, just do best
So that's
performance, I
going to be,
think.
so is there going to just going to be one award?
Yeah, best performance,
Okay.
um, and kind of lump them together, which I don't think would ever happen. Um,
Like some
but it
answer,
did,
that's one less award you could win.
But
well,
but let me ask
this,
you this, in this situation, does someone who is non-binary get to choose which they want to be nominated as, male or female? Because I read that this person was asked if they were okay with being nominated for the male actor. So could they go,
that's a good
no,
question.
I'd rather be nominated for like who
Yeah.
does
Or nominate me for both, so I have a chance to win both.
well, I
Well, I
thought
doubt
about
that's gonna
that. Be
happen.
like, just put me in both, hedge
Yeah.
my bets
Uh,
there.
I don't know. It's an interesting thing,
Well, some of it,
interesting topic.
I also saw where they were talking about, well, maybe it should be what role they're playing. So he was playing Mary Todd Lincoln.
Yeah.
Should he be in the act or they be in the actors? Because like, I don't know, it's very
Yeah.
It is
complicated.
It's
very
very,
complicated. Yeah.
it's very, and it gets, well, I know that one of the award shows, the Daytime Emmys, has done sort of this combination of the one of the categories or two of the categories. They used to have best younger performance by a female in a or by an actress in a daytime drama and male in a daytime drama. Now there's just best younger performance by an actor in a daytime drama,
So are
and it's
women men
both.
now, or they just left out the women?
No, it's just both. It's both women and men, and sometimes it's dominated by men because that's the best performance, and sometimes it's dominated by and sometimes it's half and half. This happened like
Do
maybe
men have
two
a
or 3 years
physical
ago.
advantage to being a better actor?
All this women's rights shit, and
I
we're
don't
just giving
know.
it all back to the men. We're just like,
Yeah,
okay, everything people
I
fought
mean, it is
for
the
is like,
human race. Just saying.
yeah.
I'm just saying.
So it's interesting. It's an interesting thing to see how it goes from here on out. But I figure if there's any award show that's going to do it first, it would be the Tonys. Since
Is
it's
it
Absolutely.
because
very, very
Tony's gender
liberal.
neutral? The name is gender neutral?
It's a very liberal.
Is it an O N I or O N
It's just
Y?
T O
Right.
N I
With
dash
a
E
heart.
dash I Y. Yeah, all of them.
It's
Uh,
Toneigh.
and I bet if this were to follow suit, the Oscars would be the very, very last, since the governing board is a bunch of older white men that run that place. Um, but yes, so those were the plays and the winners. The musical winners, which were the hot ones to feature. Best actor was Darren Criss in Maybe Happy Ending. Featured actor in a musical, Jack Malone in Operation Mincemeat. Um, featured actress was Natalie Benicia Belcon in the Buena Vista Social Club. Best revival of a play or of a musical, I'm sorry, Sunset Boulevard. And best actress was the one that everybody couldn't wait to see who won. Would it be Audra McDonald breaking her own record already broken by Audra McDonald, uh, winning her seventh, or would it be the young-ish ingenue who has on her first Tony nomination, Nicole Scherzinger, and Nicole Scherzinger won a Tony. Um, Kind of controversial, but nonetheless, she took it, and now she is a Tony Award winner. And
Why was it controversial? I'm just curious.
well, when the nominations came out, she had made some choice political affiliations with a certain group. And I know we're not talking politics on this podcast, but she liked and followed some uh, Instagram photos and accounts that clearly showed her preference, I guess you could say,
See, in my
political.
mind, that shouldn't have anything to do with winning an award for acting.
It shouldn't,
It
but
shouldn't,
It
but
it's
if
shouldn't.
you Google her name and you look at images, you'll find a side by side of her and Cola Scola, and you will lose your shit laughing at him in that dress with his chest hair right next to her, like being fine as hell. Yeah, sorry.
but
Have you been
the
Googling
thing
it? Is that what you're doing?
I just Googled it. I'm
the
not trying
thing
to
with
mediate
that
here. I'm
is
just saying I'm laughing here, not laughing at you
I,
guys talking, but I'm laughing because I'm seeing this picture.
Angie, were you watching last night?
I
I
watched some of
wasn't.
it. Yeah, I did. I watched some of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Andy, what do you think? You're the Broadway snob,
Yeah. What do you think? What are your thoughts?
About her wedding?
Yeah.
and not Ardra.
Mm, congratulations to her. Best of luck.
Oh,
Oh,
that's very
Ooh,
measured.
I know. That tone was a little pointed. I think I don't know. I just think she was hot off the performances, and then you know eh, the Queens uplifting her, but also the Queens were gonna we were hoping the Queens would be her downfall as well because the Queens don't forget anything, and the Tonys are the actors there vote for the winners, and you know
Who
they can
vote?
be some
Is it the voting done by the
by
I don't know
the
what they're called.
it's the actor the branches of the Tonys. Though they have to be members. It's the what is it? Equity or
Equity.
non-equity? Equity?
Actors.
Equity board. Yeah, actors of equity. So those were the ones that
It's like
made
a
it
union.
yeah. So those were the ones that made it very apparent that she had made these choice likes on social media, and in return, I guess they didn't really care. I guess they forgot, but I guess they just couldn't deny the fact that she was the best. Who knows?
Well, I mean, we were
Um,
at where were we? Um, oh, I think we were at last season. We were at Dallas and musicals, and oh, when we saw Come From Away, Andy, were you there when the couple in front of us said they had just been in New York and Sunset? It was just like incredible, amazing. They go all
Mhm.
the time. It's one of the best performances they ever see. So, I mean, I'm not shocked. I mean, there are
yeah,
people on social media that were like, yeah, hands down, this is
yeah. What the bet? There was a subtle. I don't know if you since nobody watched or I don't know who watched it, but there was a kind of a subtle fu to Miss Patty LuPone because when they announced the performance, because she performed last night, when they announced the performance of Sunset Boulevard, it was not presented by Patty LuPone, but it was presented by Glenn Close, which, if anybody knows that drama behind that whole issue there, will find very uh, hilarious that she was the one that introduced Nicole and not Patty. Um, or not even Patty would probably not be mentioned at all, but it was kind of like seen as like a subtle fu to Patty
is there a
LuPone.
feud?
Um, Kenny, do you want to tell the story
About Glenn Close.
about Glenn Close and Patty?
It was just Patty got fired and they offered the job to Glenn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then Patty sued Andrew Lloyd Webber because I guess she was told or
Wow.
promised that she was going to, because she did it in the West End when it was revived. And she was told she was going to take it to Broadway. And in the end, he made a
Gotcha.
decision. And then she sued him and she won. But nonetheless, she still didn't get to perform. And it was Glenn Close. So, um, and but yeah, that was the Tonys. And Hamilton performed. For those of you who are fans of
Saw
Hamilton,
that.
you can
Yeah.
watch that performance. They performed a um,
Kind
song,
of a little montage type.
yeah, yeah, type
Did
performance. So
Andrew Lloyd Webber? Did he do Phantom of the Opera?
mhm, he did. Um,
And
and
That's the
I'm
only thing I
sorry, do you have a
remember.
crossword puzzle you're trying to fill in? That was a weird question
No,
from
I
so
you.
know,
I was in the marching band in high school. My freshman year, we did
Ah,
like Phantom of the Opera was our theme.
ah, Okay.
And I was
And
like, I think I know
yeah.
that name. I'm just
Did
gonna
you wear a
ask.
mask? Did you have to wear half a mask when you
Yeah.
were
And then we had to wear it when we weren't. It was another thing. The band.
He was Christine. They were Christine.
They were
Uh,
Christine.
um, and some movies that I wanted to mention real quick that we watched over the past week, which I don't know if anybody's seen, but I wanted to give them a shout out. We watched the movie. I think Shannon saw this, and he's the one that suggested it. We watched the movie A Nice Indian Boy.
So cute. Hmm.
Um, it's on Amazon. You can watch it on Amazon. Um,
Oh, I'm gonna watch that. It's
and
good.
it was so good, but a little sappy at some points. But it's quite a fun movie to watch, just kind of lighthearted, um, sad, funny, makes you cry, makes you laugh. Um, about
Okay. We like
a
it.
Indian boy who brings home his first boyfriend who was adopted by Indian parents, but he's white and
Ah,
kind of a guess who's coming to dinner type of thing. Um, Situation. And then it's of course it's a gay relationship, so there's drama and there's all that good stuff. Um, but I thought that was we really enjoyed it. And then we also saw the movie Sinners, which has not just one Michael B. Jordan, but two Michael B. Jordans.
You think he got two
And
paychecks or just the one?
I don't know, I don't care. I just was they need to be triplets, not twins. Um, it was very, very good movie if you are from Mississippi. You get a lot of it's set in the Mississippi Delta. Uh, so you get a lot of great little scenery there. And one of the scenes was actually shot in Bogalusa. So and a little shout out to Rick's hometown.
Bogalusa. And
Yeah,
what was the name of that
Bogalusa.
one?
Sinners.
It's really good.
So
Like
it's
really,
really
really good.
good. It's got really good music.
And it's on
Um,
Prime?
I think you can watch it on
You have
Prime
to
now.
rent it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Uh, but it's so good. And the one scene that Rick's recognized from Bogalusa was there. So it's at the
I love
almost
that.
the
Yeah.
beginning. So yeah. Um, and a couple of TV shows. One I mentioned last week that I think one of us has started watching it, besides myself, is Etoile. Etoile, I think is how you pronounce it. About the ballerinas.
It's on my list. I haven't started yet.
It's so
Okay.
good. It's
Shannon, did you
so
not? Did I not
good.
tell you?
Oh my God. That's the other thing I'm obsessed with is that
Yeah.
show right now.
Yes. Yes.
And if
And
you
it's
like Andy, you like Gilmore Girls, right? I mean, it's Amy Sherman pulling it's the same sort of like
oh
rapid
my gosh.
fire sort of, but
Yes.
really
Ooh.
creative. It's
Yeah.
really, really
Is it
good.
in French?
I was gonna watch
Some
it.
of
Some of
it's
it is.
I was
yeah,
gonna
half of
watch
it.
it, but it got canceled.
What?
I was gonna watch it, but it got canceled.
You can still watch it.
Why did it get
Um,
canceled?
I don't know, but there's never.
Oh, it's not coming back? Oh,
Oh, it's not?
It's a bummer.
Oh, that's a bummer. Oh, that's such a big
What
bummer.
I was trying to
Uh,
figure out though, as I was watching it, is because it looks like those actors are actually dancing.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they had to be really talented at ballet and good
and
actors because they're good actors too. I'm like, that's got to be hard to like get a
I
combination.
know.
that's a very specific.
Yeah, yeah,
But I'm wondering if they did like uh a casting session at like Juilliard or something. Like aren't
maybe.
don't they have like a school of acting and a school of dancing and all that in
And they
just
may
a
be
performing?
doubles, but if they are, it is like they are up like
Yeah.
it's crazy if they're doubles, but yeah.
Yeah. Did you finish it?
No, we're on episode 5.
Okay, we have one left and we refuse to watch it because we're just like, if we watch it, it's going to be over.
It's
And
over.
we normally do that when we get to the last of a binge. We
Yeah.
just like, let's not
Did
watch
y'all
it and
have you
just prolong
watched the
it.
one with Jessica Biel and
Oh,
No,
the good sister or
the
whatever.
better
the
sister?
Is it good?
better sister.
It's good, but because it has what's her name in it, Elizabeth Banks, I was thinking it was like a dark comedy. There's no comedy.
At all?
It's
Oh
very
no. Okay.
dark. Yeah. So it's good. I mean, that's what we did yesterday. Well,
Yeah,
Eva was in his kimono. We were watching the better sister. So
the better
not in
sister.
kimono. We were not in
Yeah,
kimono yesterday.
come on, less. Um, And the other show that y'all need to watch if you haven't watched it, and we actually started it yesterday and we finished it. There's 8 episodes, they're 30 minutes, 30, 35 minutes. Um, is called Adults on FX, Hulu. You can watch it there. It's all the episodes are out. It is if you miss happy endings from the early or from the mid aughts, um, you will love this show. It's about a group of uh, not kids, adults actually, that are kind of coming out of college. They're some of them are childhood friends, some of them are college friends, but they all live together in one of their parents' houses in Brooklyn. And it's so hilarious. There's so many different scenarios that happen. One of them is dating a guy, Paul Baker. They introduce this character as Paul Baker, and it's always Paul Baker. It's like this is Issa, this is Billy, this is Paul Baker,
Paul
and
Baker.
it's so hilarious.
Like
And
we do John Valdez. It's always John
yeah,
Valdez.
yes, basically, yes. It's so funny, and you can kind of relate to some of it. Some of it is a little it's kind of it's sad, a little sad at first, but then it gets it's so kind of slapsticky funny. But they're these Gen Zers, and there's a cameo by Daredevil, the guy that plays Daredevil,
Mm.
who is so hot. But he's obviously in his 40s, and he dates one of the girls, and uh they call him Mr. Teacher because she keeps going back to her old high school just to visit, but they don't realize that she's going to her old drama class to basically hit on this teacher. And then she ends up dating him, and then they're like, "Oh my God, that's the old guy. That's Mr. Teacher." Like, why is he your boyfriend? Um, but it's so funny, and there's the guy from Overcompensating is in it. The the real effeminate black guy. I don't know what his name is, but he's so good, and he's one of the main characters. Um, it's great. Give it a view. It's 8 episodes, very fast. We just kept going through them, and then before we knew it, it was over. So, um, but yeah. And if there's not anything else, that's all I got.
Cool.
Congratulations, Nicole. Now go back to the Masked Singer.
Oh, I'm like, what?
I think the best thing I think that for me at least the best thing about Nicole winning that Tony is that if she does go back to the Masked Singer, Rita Ora is out of a job.
What about the Pussycat Dolls? They're not coming
Girl,
back?
the Pussycat, they're under they ain't gonna ever come back.
Oh, they're
They
like,
tried that, remember?
oh.
They tried a few years ago, or
Aren't
like
they
2 or 3 years
are they
ago.
Pussycat Grannies now instead of Pussycat Dolls?
I don't know. I think they're more like the what are they? Just cats.
Just kidding.
They're just cats.
And Andy, you missed half of the show. Is there anything you need to add?
Not a thing in the world.
Are you going to South Carolina?
Yeah.
Man, for
What
a
does your summer look like?
summer,
Any summer plans before we leave?
just going on for a little bit, and I'll be back TBD.
Do we need to do a remote in South Carolina at your parents' house?
Nope.
We don't want to get Suzanne as a guest on our show.
That would actually be a lot of fun.
You can't use the C word, Shiloh.
I'm pretty sure I only said 4 bad words today.
You said them in the first 5 minutes just on around your hat. So, yeah.
Oh, okay, maybe 5 bad words.
Okay, 12, but you
Okay.
know.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll be back
SAP?
I'll be back before our next podcast.
SAP, do you have any summer travels?
No, I was on the dole for a while. Unemployed, so I've had to put off. I did, I
Okay.
went to Florida a few weeks ago. I'm gonna
Yeah.
try to go to Mississippi at some point, see the family, but
Yeah.
no big plans. Um, just working and making a living now.
Yeah.
What about you?
I will be going to Mexico next week.
Oh, next week?
Are we allowed to talk
Mhm.
about that?
I don't know. That's why I will kind of keep it under wraps there.
Mm.
When you say
I'd
you go,
rather.
you're getting deported next week, right? Like the
I
schedule this in
am.
advance. Yeah.
I am going by way of
Oh
California.
Rick's
no.
been calling
Um,
ice on you for years, and they're finally going to show up.
I keep
Murray
wondering why.
State's beating Duke, by the way, at the top of the eighth,
Oh wow.
Oh,
5-3.
Mm.
I keep wondering why he runs to the house singing "Ice Ice Baby." I know he loves that song, but I'm starting to think that there's a hint in there somewhere.
Oh, there is.
Um, but
So
no,
you're
and
going to go?
then
Do you think you'll be able to come back?
I hope. I mean, my papers are in order. I'm taking everything, girl. I'm taking my birth certificate. I'm taking
Shut up.
my high school diploma. I can't do my college because I lost it somewhere. And my passport and my license and Rick's proof of purchase. Um, and I think that's it. I'll be going home this weekend to see my dad for Father's Day. So, but yeah, I think that's all.
Shannon, y'all going to the lake anytime soon?
We're gonna be going 4th of July for a family reunion. So in
Okay.
2 or 3 weeks. So yes, we're going to be doing that.
Yeah.
Shiloh, where are you going? Besides to Indianapolis.
I'm going to go to Indianapolis and try to find a new wife. I've got to go on my groupie road tour. So all the groupies, please reach out to ifosh99@gmail.com. Send
Hey,
me
use your
your
personal for that.
stats. Andy checks this every day. He'll let me know. Send me your
Are you gonna
stats
map?
and your
Are you gonna
location.
map it out like wherever they are? You're
Yeah.
gonna drive around. Okay.
Yeah, we'll be consistent. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll be efficient. Yeah, we'll map that all up. I'm going to the Camp I Always Volunteer at next month, and
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's fine.
to make
Nice.
up for all the
Oh,
bad
I didn't know
all the
you
bad things that I
volunteered at
do.
a camp. You're a good guy.
It's to make up for all the bad things that I do throughout the
See,
rest of the
gentle
year.
listeners, he's not all bad.
Yeah.
And if anyone wants to make me a dad for Father's Day, it's just around the corner.
How do you know you're not one already?
Right. Are you sure you're not gonna get any cards in the mail? Like surprise.
It's about time to move and change my number, so it's no big deal.
Well,
Happy Father's Day, Shiloh.
I mean, I am Coach Daddy. I'm
I was going to
the
say,
daddy
Coach
to
Daddy.
a bunch of
Happy
fucking
Daddy
queens playing
Day.
softball.
Queens. Can I be a
Yes,
princess?
You.
all right, kids. Well, have a good
Andy's not saying
summer.
much. I think he's going to track down Simba tonight. They don't perform on Mondays, do they?
No.
Mm.
Maybe on the strip somewhere tonight. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I ain't
Somewhere.
No. Hmm.
All right, tune in September to find out who won the Men's College World Series.
Yep.
Don't forget.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, y'all. Happy
Bye, y'all. Have a good
summer.
summer.
Bye.
Have a great
Bye.
summer.
Bye.